We are now about to leave Heidelberg. On a Eltham bound train. Some more apartment construction over there. There's the main street of Heidelberg, which is elevated. It's an older style elevated station. So we enter the Heidelberg tunnels, which is now duplicated. So we're in the old tunnel. Through we go. And back out the other side. One of the only actual rail tunnels outside of the CBD, in terms of city loop and metro tunnels. But city loop's a commuter metropolitan line, not an actual physical tunnel that's been dug out. Most of the so-called tunnel stations in Melbourne are trench stations rather than full tunnels. The terrain on the Hurst Bridge line is quite hilly, so yeah.
Now arriving at Rosanna.
We're approaching Rosanna next, which is a Skyrail stop. The side platform station. There's a Flinders Street service there, which is quite empty. Rosanna is a modern station, a modern elevated station, also known as Skyrail, completed in 2019, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was 2020, I'm not sure. We've got a bit of issues with the doors here. We are about to descend from Rosanna now, which elevated. There's a potential platform extension. Quite wet today. Today is Monday the 6th of April, which is a public holiday. We're soon arriving at McLeod, I'm pretty sure. And that's the next stop. Which may have been the junction for the Melbourne Park line. Yeah, it used to be, but I'm not actually true that McLeod was the junction for the Melbourne Park line. It didn't really last very long, but yeah, I guess it was a bit pointless. It's got 3 platforms where some trains terminate. The stabling yard over there for an extrapolar set. As you can see, my hand's a bit tilty. Can't film on things that bounce way too badly. McLeod station's up next. It's got 3 platforms. There's platforms 1. Yeah, number 1's over here, and 2 and 3 are island over there. It's a bit hard to see because I have to film through the train. There's platform 2, and behind that is platform 3. It's a bit unnecessary why it has 3 platforms, but think this station's actually getting a rebuild soon. Become a level crossing removal station, where it will obviously be level crossing free. It'll be Sky Rail, I'm pretty sure. There is a pretty bad level crossing down here. Same as like, I reckon Diamond Creek should go as well. That level crossing is quite dangerous. It's a pedestrian crossing that will go when it comes elevated. It's like, I think the next stop is Watsonia. I'm not familiar with this line, so if I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm right, then I'm right, I guess. Go this way around this corner. The speed between Greensbourgh and Clifton Hill is about 80 kilometers per hour for trains. Then 75 kilometers per hour between Greensbourgh and Eltham, and about 65 from Eltham to Hurstbridge. By the way, Hurstbridge station at the end of the line. It's the Hurstbridge line. There's another pedestrian crossing there, which has not the best frequency, like every 40 minutes often. But Eltham has more frequent services, it's more busier, but I guess extending more Eltham services to Hurstbridge would be a good idea to happen eventually. What is Drive? That was level crossing back there. We're approaching Watsonia next, which is a bit of a cutting station. Here at Watsonia, this is the station before Greensbourgh. Also changing because of the northeast link. That ramp up to the footbridge over there may not be accessible because it's a bit steep for a wheelchair. Instead of doing these long ass ramps, maybe install an elevator or two. There's plenty of space, but it's probably because I want to spend money on a lift for starters. I guess it's pretty wide. Maybe wide enough for an elevator. I mean, most other metropolitan stations have elevators. It's better than having stairs. Ramp is something, but still could be improved more. However, the next stop, Greensbourgh, is a completely different story. It's even much better. Going through an underpass here, a little tunnel under a main road. Not sure what road this is. Out of the tunnel we go in a minute. Still underground. Now we're leaving the tunnel. That long little underpass. Guess we are quite a bit submerged. Another little road underpass there we go underneath. Those are pretty new actually. The next station is Greensbourgh soon, where I'll get off. and film a video there before potentially continuing down to Montmorency next. I'm about to go off in a minute, so yeah. Little curve here, have to go around first. There's a car acting signal. Train's got out of the way, so it can be seen better through this curve, which obstructs the view of them. I think there might be one arriving soon, sort of winding track between Watsonia and Greensbourgh. Should arrive in a minute. It's about 10 to 15 minutes from Heidelberg to Greensbourgh, to the major urban centre in Melbourne's northeast. So a shopping centre here too. Some Macca's there, Kmart. It's Greensbourgh Plaza actually. I'm about to go off in a minute. I have to watch out because this train is not very stable. So is most Extrapolis 100s, but thankfully the Extrapolis 2s, which will be more stable and more better.
Now arriving at Greensbourgh.
Here comes the Flinders Street service, about to pass us now. It's another Extrapolis 100, oh, it runs down here. Potentially Simon can get some Extrapolis 2s, which are designed to fix the issues that the Extrapolis 100 has, because this train is not very stable. Told you this a billion times already, but do have good doors, there's a silver lining. The trains are about every 20 minutes to the city from here. 15-20 minutes from Greensbourgh. My train is about to leave for Eltham. Half of the trains on this line go to Eltham. The other half go to Hurstbridge. Sort of just, yeah. Doors are closing. Train is leaving. Didn't blow its horn. It's technically illegal in Melbourne, but got a green signal, went underneath. It's heading down towards Montmorency. It's the next station, and Eltham, where it will terminate. That is the end of this video. I hope you like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And from Greensbourgh, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.